Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? We got to turn to the Most High and Him alone. No sidekicks, no Batman and Robin, no Tom and Jerry. Just the Most High by Himself, like He said. And see, when we come together under that banner, the Most High only, there's nothing nobody out there can do with us, y'all. Hit the like button as you enter the live stream. Not gonna keep you guys or gals too long. No, it's off the late night. It's 10:10 to be exact. East Coast in the house. Speaking of numbers, look at that, 10:10. That's a double number, y'all. East Coast time, Saturday night, 10:10 p.m. What a coincidence. Because one of the verses we're going to read tonight is a double number as well. 17:17 to be exact. Can't make this up. Hit the like button on your way in the door. I know it's late. We usually don't be going live this late at no time, especially on a Saturday night. We'll be doing it right now. Just tapping in with y'all. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Family, I know you guys and gals are not used to us going live at this time of day because we typically don't do that. But we doing it today, or should I say we doing it tonight. Hope all is well with you wherever you are, wherever you may find yourself on planet Earth right now. Okay? Understand this. Wherever you are where you are because that's where the Most High God got you at. That's where He wants you at. You could have easily not even been on the earth right now. You could have easily not been on the earth. Whether, hold on 1 second, family. You could have easily, just like I could have easily, not even been on the earth right now. You ever think about that? And you cannot be on this earth because the Most High just didn't birth you into the earth in this era. Or you cannot be on the earth because the Most High is already taking you out of the physical realm. Either way, everybody that's on planet Earth in what you call 2025, you're here because the Creator has said, you know what, at this time and juncture in this physical realm, I want these people right here to be here to see what's going on right now. And you know what's going on right now? We are all watching. We are all watching in real time the gathering of the children of Israel. It's levels to it, y'all. You don't just wake up one day and then all of a sudden find yourself in the kingdom in the land of Israel. No, 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 no. This is a process. Coming back to the Most High, getting restored, getting the kingdom. That's a process, y'all. You don't just you don't go to sleep today not knowing nothing about the Most High, not knowing nothing about who you are, and just wake up tomorrow in the kingdom. Like it just doesn't work like that. It's levels to it, it's progressions to it. Everybody's walk with the Most High to get to the Most High, to dwell with the Most High. Everybody's walk is different. That's your walk that you got to do. That's my walk that I got to do. But we can help each other along the way. And in order for the Most High's people to be restored, brotherhood and sisterhood is a big part of it. Consider this video a audio only recording. Brotherhood and sisterhood. Brotherhood and sisterhood will come about by default when and only when we decide to turn back to the Most High God. I'm talking to somebody out there. Two heads are better than one, especially when they are striving to be righteous. Do you know the energy that exudes from two or more people when they're trying to do righteousness, should I say? Just like there's energy that exudes when two or more people come together in wickedness. You see, energy is energy. Power is power. It's the people emitting the energy and the people wielding the power. If they're wicked, then they're going to wield wicked energy and they're going to use power for wickedness. However, if those same people are righteous, then they're going to wield righteous energy and they're going to use their power for righteousness. Because power is power. It's the person using the power that's either wicked or righteous, which will determine what people will think about the power being used. I am your brother, Mr. Real Talk, and this is your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood and sisterhood and an attempt at righteousness. We must start loving each other. We gotta start loving each other, y'all. I'm talking about we gotta start viewing each other. I don't care. Now I know some of y'all are probably gonna say, man, I'm not doing that. You're going too far. Look, if you want the brotherhood and you want the sisterhood to be strong, you have to be that strength. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So even if the weakest one in the crew, if they all about brotherhood and they all about sisterhood and they love the brothers and they love the sisters, even if they the weakest ones in the crew, if they get the core ideals down about brotherhood and sisterhood, which is basically keeping the commandments, if they can get that down, I'm telling you, even the weakest ones amongst us, it'll turn them into that link in the chain. The weakest one will be all about brotherhood, all about sisterhood, thereby making them no longer the weakest one. But look, let's just say we gotta have somebody gotta be the weakest, right? Even whoever that person may be, even that person who people say, man, he the weakest one out the group, or man, she the weakest one out the group. But if that person is all about brotherhood and sisterhood at the core principles and values, even that so-called weakest one, you become not the weakest one, even though you might be the weakest one. You feel me? Because once you are devoted to brotherhood and sisterhood, and you understand that it's all about attitude, and it's all about keeping the commandments with each other, there is no better brother or there is no better sister that's going to keep the commandments with their brother or their sister and keep the commandments towards their brothers and their sisters. That's the ultimate brotherhood. You know why? Because in a brotherhood, you must have trust. There is no brotherhood without trust. There is no sisterhood without trust. You must have trust. But see, people don't have trust because people are known for what? Not keeping the commandments. So when people don't want to keep the commandments, I mean, trusting those people is, you're going to run into all kind of problems because they don't understand. People who have understanding, they desire to keep the Most High's commandments because they have understanding. You are to love your brother just like you love yourself. You are to love your sister just like you love yourself. Just like I was talking about yesterday when we went live. I'm not going to allow no heathen to take my lunch money. That's me, right? But also, my brothers and sisters, if I'm around, I'm not letting nobody take your lunch money either. Because you my brother. You my sister. I'm supposed to love you the same way I love myself. Now, if I love myself enough and I'm not going to let no heathen take my lunch money, what I look like having a brother or a sister, knowing that somebody's taking your lunch money and I'm just going to stand there and I ain't going to do nothing. That is not a brotherhood. You can see, you got to understand this, y'all. Some of our brothers are a little less stronger than other brothers. Some of our sisters are a little less stronger than some of our other sisters. So whoever the one is the stronger one, you see your brother needs help. You see your sister, sound confirmation. You see your sister needs help. If you have the capability, you are obligated. It's not a something that you got the luxury of saying, well, let me think about it. Let me see if, do I really like this brother? Does this brother agree with everything that I say? Or maybe if it's one of the sisters, maybe you see that this sister is in need of help. Maybe you have the capability to help this sister. But instead of rushing in and helping, you know what you do? You say, do I really like this sister? Do I agree with everything that she believes? Sound confirmation. Does this sister agree with everything that I believe? Well, since she doesn't believe everything that I believe, even though I can help her, I'm not going to help her. Because she doesn't agree with everything that I agree with. She doesn't believe everything the way that I believe. And if you're a brother out there, you see one of your brothers out there, you can see this brother needs your help. And you know exactly how he needs your help. And whatever way that you can help this brother, you got the ability tenfold over in whatever way he needs your help. I don't know what it is, but you know. And you have the way, you possess the means to help this brother. But instead of rushing right over to help this brother, you know what you do? You say, that guy don't believe everything like I do. He disagrees with some of the things that I believe in. So, you know what? Because of that, even though I see that brother needs my help and he is my brother and I know that I should help him, but because he doesn't believe everything exactly the way that I do, you know what? I'm not going to help him. The brotherhood and the sisterhood it'll never be strengthened, and it will never grow if we take that approach. We got to start taking the approach that we are obligated to help our brothers, y'all. That we obligated to help our sisters. Look, some of us are well off financially. Many of us are not, but some of us are. And I guess to the ones who are, I'm sure you guys probably don't want to hear this, but you know what? I'm not telling you to go out here and start dropping bag on people and spending your money everywhere, because people work too hard for their money. But I'm telling you, if you are in a situation and you see one of your brothers, one of the sisters, and you know that they need help with something, and you are well off financially, and you know that you can help them, and it wouldn't hurt you, but you decide to not help them for, I don't know, whatever reason. You can have the reasons that I just mentioned, or you can have some other kind of reason. I don't know. But for whatever the reason is, you are in the position and you can do it with ease. You can financially help your brother, your sister, but you choose not to for whatever your reasons are. You, you're not strengthening the brotherhood. You're not strengthening the sisterhood if you're a woman, and you are not loving the family. You're not loving the brothers and you're not loving the sisters. You would be the weakest link. And see, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And see, that's just about the money. A lot of us don't have money like that. Your brother or sister may be in need of your time for whatever reason. I don't know what they will need your time for. Maybe they need somebody to talk to. Maybe your brother or your sister caught a flat tire. They got to make it into slavery. The only way they can make it into slavery is if you either come help them fix that tire, or you come give them a ride to work, whatever. If you can do that, you should do that. But you know what? Some of you will be in a perfect position to do that. You'll be off from work. I mean, you won't have been went to work and gotten off. You will be off from work that day. You didn't have to go to work. You got a pocket full of money, tank full of gas, and you see your brother, he got a flat tire, and he needs to get to work or get that flat tire fixed. And you got time to take him to work. You got the money, you got the gas. But for whatever reason, you look at that brother and you say, man, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. It's my day off. It's my day off work. I don't feel like taking that nigga to work. Now, you know what? Yeah, you do what you want to do. But just know that you are not strengthening the brotherhood or the sisterhood. Look at it like this. If you wouldn't do it, why on earth would you expect another brother or sister to do it? See, here's how you gotta start looking at this. You have to be the one to take it upon yourself to inspire team camaraderie, to inspire brotherhood, to inspire the want and the desire. You go out and you be that model brother. You go out and be that model sister. And now that you have turned most high only and you serving the God of the Old Testament, I'm telling you, by default, when you turn to Yahweh and you start trying to keep these commandments to the best of your abilities, one of the commandments is to love your neighbor, to love your brother, not just with words. I'm talking with action. Like I said, it's your day off. You got a tank full of gas, pocket full of money. You ain't got nothing to do. You see your brother or your sister, they got a flat tire. They need to get to work, and they need action right now. They need you right now to either come get them, take them to work, or come get them and help them change that tire. Either way, they need you to spring into action right now. And there's nothing stopping you. You got the money, you got the time, you off from work, you got a pocket full of money, tank full of gas. But for some reason, you just don't feel like going to help that brother, even though it's well within your power, well within your means. So I gotta ask you, why on earth would you expect someone to help you when you need help? You actually think it works like that? It don't work like that. See, true brotherhood is about loving your brother just as much as you love yourself. Putting your brother and your sister before yourself. How many of you out there have the ability to do that? Huh? And to understand this, because I don't want no Hebrew to get it twisted out there. I'm not advocating any kind of illicit activity, any kind of illegal lifestyle. But one of the things that you gotta say about these street organizations, whether it's cartels, certain cartels, street gangs, street organizations, whatever it is, the dedication to brotherhood, the dedication to even some of these street gangs out here. I don't care, Bloods, Crips, you call them whatever you want to, right? Some of these gangs are they have a no-nonsense policy about being there for other gang members. Listen to me, okay? And no, this is not a gang. I'm not promoting violence. Don't even start the nonsense, y'all. But I'm saying, as far as some of these street gangs, I know some of y'all out there know, some of these gangs, mafia, whatever you want to call it, street thugs, higher level, upper echelon, mafia, mob bosses, whatever. Some of these people are very zealous about their brotherhood, and like they have certain rules. Even with some of the lower level street gangs, there are rules. And some of the rules are, you better not let another gang member, you better not let a fellow gang member get confronted by non-gang members and you are there and you don't do nothing. Like, you're not allowed to do that because you are supposed to love your other gang members, okay? Now, although they're being wicked, but as far as the being there for each other, they got that part down pat. Some of these street gangs, they don't play that. You mess with one gang member, you messing with them all. If one gang member catches the flat tire, now how can this be? How can you have gangsters and thugs who will say, hey, if one of our gang members catches a flat tire, if he calls one of the gang, we got to go help him out. That's not an option. They're not allowed. I guess it would be no gangbanger left behind, no gang member left behind. Because real gangs, they would not be allowed to leave another gang member with a flat tire and nobody helping him out. That's not allowed. So how can us in these end times, how can we say we have awakened? How can we call ourselves Israelites when we are not going to be gung-ho about the brothers and the sisters? I'm telling y'all, look, this goes doubly and triply, quadruply even. This goes quadruply for me. I got to be gung-ho about the brotherhood. I got to be gung-ho about the sisterhood. If I want somebody else out there to be gung-ho, and I do, I want everybody in the brotherhood and sisterhood to be gung-ho, and I mean a zealot about always being down and being there for the brothers. Like I said, think about those gang members. Gang members are not allowed to turn their back on fellow gang members. If they need help, it is the other gang member's job. It's your job to help him out. Believe it or not, that's why some people join street gangs and join the mafia and all that kind of stuff. All kind of gangs, motorcycle gangs. They're looking for brotherhood. The Hells Angels, the motorcycle club. You know, some of those guys are crazy as hell. But you know what? Some of those guys went there strictly for the brotherhood. Just like some of the Bloods and Crips, Vice Lords. Some of those guys, yeah, crazy as hell. but they actually joined those organizations for the brotherhood. Now, like I said, how is it that those guys being wicked can call on their brothers at 12 o'clock midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and they know that their brothers are going to be there? Because they've dedicated themselves to something bigger than themselves. In the brotherhood and the sisterhood, we are all a part of a wheel. And we are all just spokes in a wheel, family. No one person is bigger than the wheel. No one spoke is above the other spoke. We all spokes in a wheel. Just like the wicked can call on their brothers in wickedness at midnight. Y'all better believe, if you don't know, now you know. It's niggas out here of all races who bond together and come together in wickedness. They can call on each other at midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. And guess what? They'll come together. And they will be there for each other, even if they tired. Even if, this is my off day. I don't feel like it. But if one of their fellow gang members calls them and they need help, or sometimes some people are so dedicated, they'll just see another gang member who needs help. They won't even wait for the gang member to reach out. They see it, since they're a gung-ho zealot gang member, they rush into action to help another gangbanger, another gangster. Why? Because they're dedicated. They're so zealous for the brotherhood, they don't even wait for a nigga to say, hey man, can you? Nope. Before you even ask for help. They're so zealous, they're gung-ho. Whether that's giving you money, loaning you money, whether that's coming and getting busy physically, handling the business, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, whatever it is. Because see, when you love your brother, and I'm talking about when you gung-ho, you just can't wait to love your brother. You know what? That same love that you put out, it's gonna come back together when you get with like-minded people. And I'm telling you, on this channel, we got a lot of sound confirmation. We got a lot of like-minded people over here. And we like-minded into turning back to the Most High God and Him alone, with no helpers, no sidekicks, no Batman and Robin, no Justice League, no Wonder Woman, no Aquaman, none of that garbage. The only deity we are concerned with pleasing is the Most High God, and that'll be about it. Let me check out something real quick. Hit the like button, Hebrew, if you haven't hit the like button already. Listen to this. The book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 17. For all of my Hebrews out there who be seeing numbers, this is a number right here. It's a double number. 1717. Proverbs. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Did you guys hear that? I'm going to read it again. Read Proverbs 17 and 17. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Every one of us was born to be a brother to somebody. Every one of us was born to be a sister to somebody. And we were born to be brothers and sisters to each other. Excuse me. Everybody that's here on this channel in 2025 and beyond, you may just think you're here because you just found this channel on your own. Maybe that's what your mind is telling you. But I'm telling you, as your brother, that's not why you're here. It's not how you got here. You were summoned here. by the Lord of hosts, Yahweh. Just like I was summoned here. See, I initially thought that I got on YouTube just to try to stop people in the DMV from shooting each other and blowing each other's brains out. That's why I thought I came on YouTube, and that is, in my mind, why I came on here 8 years ago. But actually, I was summoned to YouTube. I didn't realize it at the time, just like you guys were. I was summoned to YouTube, and I was also summoned to create this channel to be a soft landing spot, a spiritual pillow for all of the brews worldwide. Now, we based out of America, but this channel, I was summoned, and all of you were. You were summoned to come to YouTube, and you were also summoned to come to this channel, whether you know it or not. I didn't realize that at first, but I definitely realize it now. Sound confirmation, if you guys heard that. The Most High summoned me here, had me make this channel. And over 8 years, this channel has turned into what we have here today. And I know a lot of people would say, man, this channel ain't shit. This channel ain't nothing. Okay, so be it. Keep it moving then. Leave. We don't want you here. You will not be missed. But we got a lot of people on this channel who are one of them ones. And they would say otherwise. And you know what? I want to give a special shout out right now to all of my Hebrew brothers and sisters out there scattered into all nations. Because I know that many of us, we're going through it right now. All kind of things are poking and prodding at us. Physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally. And that is why, like I said, I realize it now. I was summoned here to YouTube to start to create this spiritual pillow, this soft space, this soft landing space for Hebrews waking up out of captivity, waking up out of the blood drinking and body eating, snapping out of it, having a soft place to land and to lick their wounds and to heal themselves up and to come together and strengthen the brotherhood and the sisterhood by returning to the Most High and Him alone. And learning to treat each other like the president, like kings and queens. When we deal with the brothers and the sisters in the sisterhood and the brotherhood, when we deal with people who serve the Most High and Him only, if you a man, we should be treating the brothers like kings and princes. If you a woman, you should be treating the other women like queens and princesses. And that's how we should be dealing with each other and treating each other. Excuse me. We should treat each other with honor, integrity. Keep the commandments with each other, towards each other. You know what that means? We'll finally be able to trust each other. Somebody who doesn't want to keep the commandments, you can't trust them. But when we come together in righteousness and we say, you know what? Let's be gung-ho about keeping these commandments. Let's not steal. Let's not unalive each other. Let's not steal. Let's not take each other's husbands or wives. Let's not bear false witness. When we do those things, we will be able to trust each other. And when you can trust that the man or the woman standing next to you is serving the Most High and Him only, and they're out here actively trying to keep these commandments, you know that you're dealing with somebody that you can trust. Brotherhood and sisterhood is about attitude. You got to have the kind of attitude that you want to keep the commandments. We got to purify ourselves, y'all. And that goes doubly and triply and quadruply for me. I'm not just saying this stuff going for somebody else and not for me. This is quadruply for me. If we don't steal from each other, we're not going to steal money. We're not going to steal business deals from each other. We're not going to try to steal each other's mates, stealing each other's husbands, stealing each other's wives. We're not going to do any of that. We're not going to bear false witness against each other and make up tall tales for various reasons. We're not going to do that. We're going to love our brothers. We're going to love our sisters the same way we love ourselves. We're not going to try to mislead one of the brothers and sisters and cheat them out of some money. Not going to try to mislead a brother or sister and scam them, or try to put them in some kind of trap that you led them into by deceit and treachery. We're not going to do that. When your brother and your sister are sharing sensitive information with you, you're not going to come out and share their business in the streets with other people and try to make them look bad, try to make them look crazy. You're not going to be backbiting and gossiping about your brother, backbiting and gossiping about your sister. You know why? Because it's bad for team morale and it puts a foul spirit in the air. And that ain't what we want to do. And look, this the one time we can be like the Christians. And when it comes to the brotherhood and sisterhood, it's the one time we can try to be like the Christians say that they should be. Love, 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 brother. We have to start loving each other, taking each other seriously, sticking up for each other. You mess with one of us, you messing with all of us. No more are we going to sit back and watch a Hebrew out there being bullied and not do nothing. We can't do that no more. The time for that is past. It's time to step up and be a real brother. It's time to step up and be a real sister. You ain't gonna let nobody treat you like no chump. So don't let nobody treat your brother like a chump. Don't let nobody treat your sister like a chump. Your brother is you. Your sister is you. The people on this channel, the men and the women, everybody over here, we believe in the Most High and the Most High only. We strive to serve Him only and to keep His commandments. That means we are a part of a special group. I love each and every one of yous out there. Whether you catch this on the live, whether you catch this on the playback. I hope everybody out there is doing well and having a wonderful day. Or should I say, hope you've had a wonderful day, because in another hour, it'll be Sunday. It's off the late night tonight. I know a lot of brothers and sisters, they don't know that we up in here tonight because we usually don't come on this time of day. But you know, something just told me just to come on up in here. I'm sure that there will be some brothers and sisters who catch this on the replay. I love y'all. We are all spokes in a wheel. No brother is above the brotherhood. No sister is above the brotherhood. We all connected. We all linked in. And when we all learn to move as one, this world is not going to be able to handle us. And it don't take a lot of us. It's the energy that we got. See, once you turn to the Most High, Yahweh, some people call him Yahuwah, some people call him Yah, some people call him the Most High. Once you turn to him and him alone, you're going to begin to emit a certain kind of frequency / radiance that will be felt and maybe even seen by some. If you know, you know. If you don't know, at some point, maybe you will. If you don't know, at some point, maybe you will. Are you ready to step up to the plate, brother? Are you ready to step up to the plate, sister? Are you ready to step up and be that brother that you want to see out there? See, that's what we got to do. We have to be the brother that we want to see. If I want to see a certain kind of brotherhood out there, if I want to see a certain kind of brother out there, it is up to me to go out first and be that brother that I want to see. You see that? Think about it in my head, marinate on it, meditate on it, and then come out and act on it. Because our thoughts affect our reality. They don't want you knowing that, Hebrew. The school don't want you knowing that. Church definitely don't want you knowing that. Human beings have certain kind of capabilities, and we've been turned off. Okay? But Hosea 6:2, at least the Hebrews for sure, we waking back up. And there are even people out there who are not Hebrews. They possess a certain kind of knowledge which enables them to be able to do certain things. Certain things, if you don't know, you just don't know. But now that we have awakened, Hosea 6:2, they can't take that away from us. That's how we've been able to go so deep into the spiritual meaning of Jonah and the fish. It's heavy, y'all. It's deep. Can't make this up. And then while I'm thinking about Jonah and the fish, some of you people on the channel know, some of you brothers and sisters know Melissa Yisrael. She made a video about Jonah and the doves. Okay? You guys, this stuff is deep. It's heavy. And look, and if I'm not mistaken, I want to say, don't hold me to it, y'all, but if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was Melissa Yisrael and Yahuwah Lives. I want to say almost maybe a year ago. It was some months ago. They made a like a video about like Jonah, I want to say, and the eclipse and everything. Look, why am I bringing that up right now? Well, because I started talking about Jonah. You know what I'm saying? And my mind got triggered off of that. Made me think about the video that Melissa Israel made about Jonah and the doves and stuff. And I do want to say I believe Melissa Israel and Yahuwah Lives. I want to say they did a video some months back. It was even talking about Jonah and maybe talking about the eclipse. This was back like last year, right before April the 8th, total solar eclipse. You guys, it's the reason why this stuff is on my mind right now. And the significance of the spiritual significance. Oh, I know how we even got on this path because I brought up Hosea 6:2. See, all of this is connected. Hosea 6:2. After 2 days, he will revive us. A little more than 2,000 years. Okay? Remember Jonah in the belly of the fish. The Most High God said after 2 days, he will revive us. And on the third day, he will raise them up and they will live in his sight. Jonah came all the way out on that third day. And it also makes me think about back in 2012 when I had that dream, when I literally heard the voice of the Most High, just like I'm talking to you guys right now. Scariest dream I ever had in my life. I thought I was getting ready to die. Never been that afraid in my life. I knew it was time to die. As soon as he started talking, I knew it was over. But in that dream, I was like at the biggest ocean on planet Earth. I don't even know what ocean this was. It was like I was the only person on Earth. I'm standing with my back to the ocean. This was the biggest ocean I ever seen in my life. And look, I don't know how to swim, so you know what that means, right? I'm not gonna be standing by no big ass ocean with my back to the water. I don't get down like that. But in this dream, I just emerged and I'm standing there right at the shoreline with my back to the biggest ocean ever. Why would I be doing that? Because in my dream, listen to this, y'all. I was Jonah in my dream. And I got spit out of the mouth of a fish. Why else would I be standing right there at the biggest body of water that I've ever seen in my life? With my back to the water. Because I just got spit out of the mouth of a fish. Not a literal fish. Christianity. You see this? Hosea 6:2 is deep. So it triggered me to even start thinking about that dream when I'm standing on that ocean when the Most High talked to me. Triggered me to start thinking about being spit out of the mouth of a fish, which that fish represents Jesus Christ and Christianity. And it makes me think about Jonah because Jonah got swallowed by the fish, which is the nation of Israel, which is also me. I got swallowed by the fish, which is why I was standing right there at that shoreline with my back to the water. Can't make this up. And that triggered, thinking about Hosea 6:2, triggered me, made me think about Jonah, made me think about this dream, made me think about Melissa Israel making that video about Jonah and the doves, made me think about the video that Melissa Israel and Yahuwah Lives made months ago. It was either about Jonah and Nineveh or about the total solar eclipse. I'm telling you, all of that. I know I just said a lot, y'all, but all of that is connected. And just me thinking about Hosea 6:2 triggered the hell out of me. And it made me just think about all of that. You know why? Because it's part of the brotherhood. Jonah was trying to run away. Jonah was trying to run away from the brotherhood. That's what he wanted to do. But see, when the Most High summons you, you're going to go. That's why I came to YouTube. I got summoned. That's why all of you came to YouTube. You got summoned. And some of us decided to meet up over here on this Mr. Real Talk channel because we were summoned. We are and we will be gathered. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. With probably like within the last 60 days, we've had two 7 planetary alignments. Okay? And if you guys don't know, that stuff has so much effect on human behavior, human thought, human emotions. About a week ago, was a week ago, 2 ago, we had that total lunar eclipse in the blood moon. If you don't think that that affects your spirit, your thoughts, your body, and check this out. I want to say next weekend. I want to say Saturday. Do you know we getting ready to have another eclipse? Do you see all of the things, the signs and the wonders going on in the heavens? How many 7 planetary planet alignments? How many blood moons? How many lunar eclipses, solar eclipses have we having in like the last 60 days? The New Year's coming too. You guys, there's so much going on right now in the invisible world, the spirit realm. People are feeling different. People are feeling vastly different than they were just a week ago. I mean, vastly different. 7 planetary alignments. That's why. Total lunar eclipse. That's why. Blood moon. That's why. Cannot make this up. The Most High is moving, family. Now, I know it's already late. I'm getting ready to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your night. And you know what? I don't know. I usually don't go live on Sundays. I don't know. I might pop in for a little bit tomorrow, though, just to tap in with y'all. Possibly. I might do that. But whenever I come on again, Most High willing, I want everybody to be safe out there. Much love to everybody out there. And at some point, I told you guys, be on the lookout. Definitely next week, we're going to be getting back to the Yahweh Bible readings. I want to say, I think we had Genesis chapter 6 or 7. Either Genesis chapter 6 or 7 we'll be going into next. And we'll be starting that back up again next week. And also, we will be making a video dedicated to the women who serve Yahweh and Him only. Because you women are very special. You women are not normal. And I want to give all of you your flowers while you are alive. Look, and I know it's tough. I know it's tough. That's why I got to give y'all flowers while y'all here. And if I was standing in front of all of you women out there who come on this channel physically, I would give every last one of you a rose. But I can't do it physically. But I can give y'all flowers virtually over the over the internet. So for now, we'll have to do it that way for now. But one day, all of us will be gathered together. Won't have to do that kind of stuff no more. Be on the lookout for that videos, Hebrews. Until then, family, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'm your brother, Mr. Real Talk, and this is your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. I'm out.